federal, state, law enforcement, and investigatory agencies, including the ATF, the State Fire Marshal's Office, the New Hampshire State Police Major Crime Unit, and the Manchester Fire Department. Most of the questions that were unanswered at our last briefing have now been answered. The cause of the fires at the Nolan residence and the cause of the explosion that followed have both been determined. We also have additional information about the initial response to the residents and the evidence collection at the site. What remains unanswered is the cause of death of Michael Nolan. That will not be determined until the autopsy is complete, and that may take many months. When that is completed, my office will issue a press release with the conclusions. I once more want to thank all the law enforcement and investigatory agencies for their extraordinary hard work and the speed with which the investigation was completed. This tragic event occurred just 1 week ago, and I am pleased we have been able to promptly conclude the investigation. We can all now fully turn to the morning of the death of Officer Stephen Arkell, supporting his family, his friends, and his fellow officers in the upcoming days, weeks, and months. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Christopher Porreca, P-O-R-R-E-C-A. I'm the National Response Team Supervisor for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. ATF was asked to respond the night of this incident, and we have been on scene since that night. A request from the New Hampshire State Fire Marshal's Office for assistance was made to our agency. We traveled in and we arrived on scene and began our work on the 14th. ATF's assistance was requested because this incident severely impacted this community. As the death of any officer does, when we're asked to assist, we are there promptly. We provided assistance at the scene to determine the cause of the fire and the explosion. ATF's National Response Team briefly started in 1978. We've responded to over 750 requests for assistance since then. The unique aspect of our team are we bring special agents, forensic chemists, engineers, lab personnel. We bring all resources that are possible that may be needed at a scene to work a scene and make a determination as quickly as possible. In this instance, we brought 19 people from across the United States to this community to work as quickly, efficiently, and as effectively with our partners at the request of the State Fire Marshal's Office, hand in hand with the State Police and with the Manchester City Fire Department. The classification for this fire is it is incendiary. It was an intentionally set fire. Information and evidence collected in relation to this incident indicates to us that multiple fires were set throughout the building on the first and second floor. This building was equipped with a residential sprinkler system. The evidence and information that we have shows that the sprinkler system initially attempted to extinguish the fires as they were set, but the system was overwhelmed. The pressure in the system was reduced by multiple sprinkler heads activating, and eventually the fires that we believe on the second floor grew. Those are the fires that were seen spreading out the roof and eventually encompassing the first floor of the building. The explosion in this instance was caused by the release of gas into the structure in the basement area. That release of gas came from the pipes within the basement that carried the gas into the residence. We believe that the explosion is the result of the gas combining with the fire that was occurring above it over a period of time. The combination of the agencies present and the amount of personnel and expertise that we had allowed for this scene to be processed in a systematic and methodical manner, utilizing the expertise in each area from each agency that was brought. We have processed this scene mostly by hand, sifting and putting our hands on every piece of debris that was contained within the scene. We have derived as much information as possible from this scene to include all the evidence that was there. At this time, the National Response Team has returned to their offices throughout the United States.